is how to add words to any item in your closet without using the sewing machine. All you're gonna need for this is some needles, some thread, some pins, and this part is completely optional, but if you have a little embroidery wheel, ring, thingy, whatever, you can use that too. But if you don't have it, don't worry about it. It's completely cool. You don't really need it. So I got this brown hoodie from Goodwill a while ago, and not gonna lie, it's pretty boring. Like, it has nothing going on. So I'm gonna do what I do best, and we're gonna upcycle it. With that being said, I decided to put some letters on the front of this hoodie, and after some brief deliberations, I chose to go with the word organic. Now for this fabric, I wanted this like 3D puffy effect. I thought that would look really good, make it stand out, and I wanted it to be white. So with that being said, I went back to Goodwill, stumbled upon this white fuzzy hoodie, and I knew right then and there it would be perfect for this hoodie. We found what we was looking for, and then I bought it, took it home. So now that we have our hoodie and fabric, we can begin the process of making the words. So to start us off, I'm gonna pull up the word on the computer, adjust the size and the font to my liking, and then just trace it out on some regular copy paste. This is just gonna act like our stencil so we can use it to cut out the fabric. And now that we have our stencil, we can pin it to the fabric and begin cutting. I'm not gonna lie, this part probably is gonna take the longest just because the words are so small and you just gotta be real meticulous, real patient. But the better your cut, the better the results. So we just gonna take our time. That was a little nugget of wisdom I just made up right now, so yeah, nugget. And now that we're done cutting, I'm gonna walk y'all through how to stitch the letters to the jacket. Alright, so really quickly, I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. Now, we already have some of the words pin up and stitch to the hoodie, but I'm gonna just take y'all through the whole process, start to finish. Now, first thing you're gonna do is gonna get the words that we cut out, place it where you want it, and then we're gonna pin it down. And before you pin it down, just make sure everything is lined up and where it needs to be. You see what I'm saying? So I got little thumbnails. You guys just use whatever you have to hold it in place. So I'm gonna pin this down real quick. Now for this next step, I'm gonna take my little embroidery reel, whatever you wanna call it. I don't know the actual name for it, but I'm gonna put it over the part that I'm gonna be stitching. This part is optional. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. You don't have to use it. Just make sure that when you're stitching, the fabric is sort of like pulled apart. Like, you don't want it to be scrunched up while you're stitching because it's not going to turn out right. Just when you stitch it, make sure you pull it apart and it's sort of tense. That makes sense when you stitch it. But I'm gonna put in this embroidery wheel and I'm gonna get back to y'all, then we can start stitching. All right, so we got the embroidery wheel on and we have our needle threaded, so now we can begin stitching. I like to use a back stitch to pin my words to whatever clothing item I'm using. So to start it off, we're gonna go under the garment and then I'm gonna hold this down and I'm gonna just push the needle through like so. Go up top and then pull it all the way through. Now I'm gonna go down through the garment just a little bit away from where we came through. So I'm gonna go down like this, push it through, pull it all the way through, and then I'm gonna go back up through the garment. Now this is just to start off the back stitch. When I come back up through the garment, I don't want to come through the same place I just went down. I want to go a little bit further up away from it. Right there is good. Pull it through. Now it's secure in there. It's not coming out. So now I'm gonna do the actual back stitching part, just going back over my stitches. So I'm gonna take it from the spot that I came through at. I'm gonna go back some. So I'm gonna go down about right here and go down through the garment. Pull this through and now we are back stitching. Now usually you can do this on a sewing machine, but I don't like to use a sewing machine, especially for words as small as these. I just feel like I have more control if I'm doing it by hand. So this is just my process. All right, now we're going to come back up through the garment a little bit further away again. Further away, pull it through. And then guess what? We're going to go back down again. This is the back stitch. We go further away and come back, further away, come back, further away, come back, further away, come back. And we're going to do that all the way around this little O or whatever graphic or letter you guys are doing back at home. Back through, pull it around. And literally from now, it's just rinse and repeat. We can do this all the way through. When you get to the part where your pin is at, you can take it out because we've already secured it with the stitches we put in. So I can take that out, put that to the side, I can keep on stitching. All right, now we've gotten to the end of our stitch here. See, I'm at the end of the O. I'm right back where I started this. I'm gonna do my final going back. By going back, I mean when I go back and go down into the garment. Do that, pull it all the way through, and then I'm gonna go flip it over, and I'm gonna go on the underside of this garment. Now, if you're doing it right, this is what yours should look like. So I'm gonna take this, and now we're going to end our stitch. And to do this, we're just gonna make a simple knot. We're gonna take the needle, and we're gonna go under one of the threads that we established here, pull it through, and then we're just gonna go back through it to make a knot. Now, me personally, I like to do this twice, just so my knots are secure. So I'm gonna go back under there, do it again, pull it through, and I'm gonna pull it all the way tight, and then we are done. So now I can hold this, cut it, and then we are all done. Flip it over and we're good. We can take this little wheel off. Now we are done with the hoodie. Now you're gonna repeat that same back stitch process for each of the letters on your specific garments, whatever you're working with at home. I already did all these letters. It did take a little while, but if you're patient, I'm pretty sure you can do this. It's super easy, super simple, super straightforward. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on for y'all, put together a few outfits for y'all, and y'all let me know what y'all think. So let's do that. All right, the hoodie is on, the outfits are made, and the results are in. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm rocking with this hoodie. I think it turned out very, very, very well. It came out exactly how I envisioned it. Basically, I have no complaints, you see what I'm saying? I think the words really helped this hoodie stand out a little bit more. It still has a very simple, clean look, but the words are doing what it needs to do. With that being said, we have reached the end of today's video. If you guys were able to follow along and you enjoyed today's video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time. All right, y'all.